welcome to Forbidden Planet TV, and on today's extra special episode we have Amber Hamilton to talk about Seven Deadly Thorns. How are you?
I'm great. I'm living London.
Good. And just for anyone confused out there, there's more than one A Hamilton who writes.
Amber,
writes in the fantasy space.
I joked to her yesterday. I'm gonna rename myself Amber, not Alwyn Hamilton.
Yes.
That's my new middle name.
Yes, and you did say that our one of the guys at the store got a bit confused. He's met Alwyn though, so hopefully he wasn't too.
Yeah,
too
he just
thrown.
looked at me and goes, "Alwyn, I'm."
Sure.
Yeah. Today I'm Alwyn. Sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll forgive him. He's got young children, so
yeah.
his head's all over the place. So very exciting. You're in town for your first UK tour and big book release. How's everything going? Is it as magical as you thought it was going to be?
Every minute is magical, and people keep laughing at me because everything is so old here, and it brings about a lot of wonder for me as a nerd who loves like architecture and history, but it's like very ordinary to everyone else. So I am loving every second of it. And I'm like, look at this tree, it's so big, and everyone is like, that's, it's just a very ordinary tree for them.
I think I can see why we do get like a lot of authors who come over here for research trips and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, in between books and preparing for new books.
Oh
so,
yeah, I mean, my
totally
mind was being blown like seeing Edinburgh Castle and stuff like that.
Yes.
We don't get castles in Texas.
Yeah, do you guys have White Castle? You have the takeout.
No, we don't even have White Castle. That's how sad. That's how modern we are in Texas. We don't even get a White Castle.
Oh god. So it's such an amazing book. I've just got to say. So what can you tell anyone out there who's watching who hasn't read Seven Deadly Thorns yet but is considering?
So if you love romantasy like The Cruel Prince or Powerless, it's along those lines. It's enemies to lovers. The main character, Viola, has forbidden magic that's punishable by death. And the other character is, he's a prince whose touch is poison. So he cannot touch her. And so it's sort of like touch her and die, but literally. Yeah. So if you like that kind of stuff, you'll like this.
I kind of, there are some points, because you're kind of like hanging on, like, oh go on, like I really like need them to kiss or whatever, and then you remember the whole thing, and then you just go, oh no, but you can't touch it.
Yeah, it makes it spicy, doesn't it?
It does make it very, very spicy. And we can't forget, obviously, the amazing side character of Saint Waffles.
Saint Waffles.
Is your dog is called Waffles?
My dog is Waffles.
Is the gargoyle based on your dog?
They're based on each other. I think I manifested this dog because I was writing the book and then got the dog in the middle of writing the book. And when I was writing Waffles the gargoyle, I was picturing like a little French bulldog, but if you gave him like horns and tusks and bat wings and like leathery dragon scale kind of skin. And then I got my little Frenchie Waffles, not Saint Waffles, but just regular Waffles. And they're like, the overlap between them is hilarious. Like in the book, he's ripping up the prince's slippers, and then I got my puppy and he's ripping up my slippers. I really manifested this dog.
My god, there's something to be said about like a sweet / slightly ugly pet side.
Ugly cute.
Yeah, ugly cute. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
There's something to be said.
Kind of a menace, kind of a terror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But perfect.
Yeah.
So the main character, Viola, when we kind of first meet her, and she doesn't quite have a grasp over the power that she possesses and stuff. She's such an interesting kind of character as the book progresses. So where did that character come from? Did she come to you kind of fully formed, or did she kind of change as the book progressed?
I think she progressed in various drafts as I developed her further, as I explored things further, I wanted to write a character that was very much for the nerdy girls, the good girls, the kind of like studious girls. I think in YA I read a lot of like rebel girls, and I absolutely love that trope. But at the same time, when I was a teenager, I was the rule follower. I was like the straight A student. I was like, I had a pile of books, and I loved my school uniform because then I didn't have to worry about what to wear. You know, I wasn't trying to like break uniform code, and that's very much Viola. She wants to, she's the people pleaser. She wants to be the one getting like the gold stars for following the rules, which is really hard whenever you have this magic inside you that you're trying to hide.
Yeah, she's definitely kind of Rory vibes. Gilmore.
Rory Gilmore is a big inspiration.
Oh my god, yes.
And I am Rory Gilmore, like in my life. I definitely was as a teenager. I even like had the plaid skirt and everything, and the pile of books to go with it.
I've just been doing, well, I can't remember how many rewatches I've done of Gilmore Girls, but recently started another rewatch because obviously it's like autumn winter season, and just reading this book and watching kind of
yeah, exactly. That's like a yearly rewatch, all the banter and everything. I love it.
Yeah, it's dated really well.
It really has.
Like it doesn't feel like it was how many years ago now? Like a silly amount.
20 plus
years ago now. But you can still watch it now, and it still feels like very.
And the fashions come back around.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, Lorelai's bucket hats are back in.
Yes, yeah. Some of those fashions should have stayed.
They really should have. Let's leave the low-rise jeans in the 2000s, thanks.
Yes, yeah, and all the fake leather, like the pleather stuff and the PVC stuff. No.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe we'll learn the second, third time around. Who knows? So you've had a really interesting kind of journey to publication with this. So can you tell us a bit more about that experience?
Yeah. Well, I wrote one book that when I first, had to get an agent, and that one was not successful at getting me an agent. I think I had over 100 rejections on that book. You get very used to it. Yeah. And then I wrote 7 Deadly Thorns, and I knew, like, you can kind of feel when something's hitting. I got an agent pretty quickly. I actually got 5 agent offers for representation on this book. And then we got ready to go on submission to publishers. My agent prepared me that it might take a long time. She said, start writing something else. And then 6 days later, we were with Bloomsbury. So it was a whirlwind. It's kind of like, you have your expectations for your hopes for what might happen. And this like blew all that to pieces. So I got very lucky, very blessed.
Oh my god. And did you, as well, you went on social media to kind of ask early on, like...
Oh yeah, I was very involved in like the writing community on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the original idea was a tweet, because I was thinking of dark twists on fairy tales, and I asked the question like, what if Snow White's kiss, instead of resurrecting her, what if it killed? And people were like, absolutely write this. So yeah, even the title was chosen by Twitter.
Wow, okay.
I did a poll, and that's the one that won.
So there's still some pockets of good on Twitter there.
Back a couple of years ago there were. I don't know about it anymore.
Yeah. Not too sure. So coming back a bit to, I suppose, the love interest. So what I found quite interesting is this isn't quite kind of enemies to lovers. There's almost more of a rivalry there, rather than like they do say they hate each other, but you kind of, it doesn't feel that they actually do.
I think hate and love are very closely. There's like a lot of yearning, and I think when someone matches you in like ferocity and in academic prowess, that can breed animosity, but also like, why are you thinking so much about them?
Yeah.
They have good reasons to hate each other. I mean, he's very cold toward her, almost not hateful, but cold, and she rightly hates him because he's a prick. He's very entitled, and he acts that way on purpose. She just doesn't know that it's a mask yet. So.
And I love, obviously this isn't too much of a spoiler, but because she is so studious and following the rules, that the first time they probably have an interaction, she punches him.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Which is just such a great
yeah, and girls punching boys who deserve it is my favorite thing.
So do you have kind of any other tropes that you particularly enjoy reading and stuff when you're reading?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think in here we have fake engagement, and that's one of my favorite, and then forced proximity. I absolutely love that. Anytime there's like a knife to the throat moment, I love that. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's some good ones. So
yeah.
And the world building as well. So this world feels like it's very like lived in, which I love when you're seeing like, oh, that feels like it's hundreds, if not thousands of years old. Like this world has seen things that have been generations before. Where did the kind of world building start, and is that again kind of, I suppose, coming back to like your love of kind of like, say, older places or architecture?
Oh, yeah.
That kind of thing, did that all feed in?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like, my love for history and architecture played a huge role. I went to Spain when I was 18 and visited the Palacio Real de Madrid, and so the castle is a lot based on touring that castle, and especially the throne room. There's a lot that came from that, and actually the lore is roughly inspired by like medieval Spanish history with Aragon and Castile, and so you can see it in the names even of the kingdoms. And and then the world building from there is just, I wanted a ticking clock, and I wanted a closed setting, because I feel like that really helps with tension. So I'll just unfold it from that.
Because there is a lot of as well about the kind of outside world and stuff, and obviously you touch on it like early on about the mists and stuff, and kind of what's come before. How is it like? You could almost kind of get lost in that world building, right? Because there's so much you could say.
Oh yeah.
Are you almost like tempted to just have a lore book separate like?
Lore books are so boring to me. It's like, give me plot or give me death. Like, I get why they exist. I have to be I have to be a super fan of a world to even be remotely interested in like a lore kind of book. So I mean, I've got notes for me, and I don't think anyone else is interested.
I suppose you could always revisit, like, I don't know if they've got picked up for a film or something, then those lore notes.
Yeah, I mean, and they're helpful for future projects in the same world, but that's, and I get to deepen the lore in the next one, but yeah.
So of all the characters in there, kind of who do you think changed the most from your kind of original inception of them?
Oh yeah. Roze was pretty much the same. For like, I had him very vividly, and Cerise, like, I don't even think she has a character sheet. She just kind of like jumped on the page and insisted on existing. But Viola, I think, took longer to develop because she is very intelligent, and I had to, in subsequent drafts, make sure she was being proactive, make sure she was using her brain to solve problems and not just making things happen to her, but she's the driver of the plot. So she probably changed in the writing process more than anybody.
Yeah, and the magic system as well, I suppose, with her kind of her powers that we touched on before. It's such an interesting kind of
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, very under the radar. It's not kind of an obvious like, oh, clearly this person's gonna like blow the shit out. You know, it's all very feels everything's gonna kick off at some point in the best possible way. Mm-hmm. She's gonna like claim her.
Yeah. She really struggles with it in the beginning.
But yeah, such a wonderful character. And the idea of the, again, hopefully not too spoilerific, but the secret organization. So again, kind of the layers. So where did the idea of the secret organization come for you? Because that kind of just all tied it all together. So.
You know what's so funny is I actually got representation. I had an agent before I even put that in.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So that was like not until like my personal fourth draft, probably my second draft with my agent, that I put that in there, and it was like a no duh. Like, why am I writing a dark academia without having a secret society in it? What am I thinking? So that was really fun to develop after that idea came to me.
Yeah, because then you start, like, obviously in the book you've got like the is it the school emblem that you have, like?
Yeah, it's the moth, the death's head hawk moth.
Yes, yeah, because then you start thinking about emblems and like sigils for the society.
Yeah.
Go down a rabbit hole, right?
Yeah, you can really develop the heck out of it. Yeah.
Oh my god. So coming towards the end of our interview, so what are you working on next? Is there anything you can kind of tell us about?
Yeah, so the next one is also a standalone, but it's set in the same world, focusing on a different kingdom. So it deepens the lore. They're tied together in interesting ways. This one was Snow White inspired, Grimm's fairy tale Snow White inspired. The next one is Grimm's Cinderella inspired. So it's called 12 Dark Hours. It's the next one, yeah.
Ooh, okay. And you're tapping into the quintessential Grimm rather than the Disneyfied.
We're trying to make fairy tales spooky again. I think trying to creep you out a little bit more than the Disney version of all these tales.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best possible way.
Right? Yeah.
Just give a kid a copy of Grimm.
Yeah, you know, fairy tales used to be terrifying, and I am all about that.
Yeah, they're meant to be like stopping people doing stupid things, like going off into the woods or whatever.
Yeah.
So
don't go into the woods, kids.
Yeah. You're gonna learn the hard way.
Yeah.
So, and for the last question, because this will be going up like a few weeks before Christmas, so we're thinking about kind of ideas for like Christmas gifts and things. But what are you yourself like? What do you like to watch at Christmas and read, and what would be the perfect gift that you could give someone? It doesn't have to be Christmassy necessarily. So.
Okay. Let's see, books I recently bought. I'm reading some, like, because I'm here, I bought some like Scottish folklore books, and you know, like some really nice cloth editions of like the Nutcracker and you know, stuff like that. And then recent like fantasy that I'm reading right now is like Hecate, or like Bonds of Hercules just came out, but I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet because it came out at the same time as my book. So. Yeah.
That's for like the plane home or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. As soon as I get home, I get to catch up on my TBR.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god. And is there any films or TV shows or anything else you're looking forward to kind of coming up?
Oh man, I just watched Frankenstein. Like last
I watched
week.
it last night because I was just like, oh, I can't
so good.
wait.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just watched too the Fall of the House of Usher.
Oh, okay, yeah. I need to watch that.
It's very good.
Frankenstein. It was one of those things where, you know, when you hear something's 2.5 hours, you're just like, that's a long ass film. But
every second's worth it.
Every second was almost like Nosferatu. That everything was so beautiful and so lush.
They did a really good job.
Yeah. I would love to see like Del Toro maybe handle some more of the kind of those classic.
Yeah.
And see what he would do.
Really leaned into like the gothic themes too. Like he really got the message across.
Yeah, I saw an interview with him recently where he wants to buy a haunted house in the UK
Me too, dude.
Research purposes and stuff.
For
and
research purposes.
Like, oh my god, like how amazing that you can just say, find me a haunted house and I will buy it. I just love the idea that he's going to be rambling around in the English countryside in a few years' time.
I love that for him.
Yeah. And everyone. I mean, we've got plenty of haunted houses around.
You do, yeah. We have hardly anything haunted in Texas. Man.
We've got to wait another 100 years, maybe. And we'll start getting more hauntings in Texas.
Yeah, a few more wars, a few more plagues.
Yeah. If anyone can make it happen. But Amber, thank you so much for joining us today. And for anyone tuning in at home, there will be signed copies available at all 10 of our stores and on our website. So check out the links below, and we will see you next time. Bye.
If you're enjoying watching Forbidden Planet TV and you're enjoying watching us talk to the world's most interesting and accomplished filmmakers, authors, artists, musicians, creators, subscribe right here. See you soon.